All right, when I was 80 years old, I came to you, Rick, and I started taking this anti-aging, and I'm looking much better.
And I was 75.
I know. You're looking
I know. I took this for 2 days, and this is what happened. It was a miracle.
All right, we wish stuff worked like that. So what is the anti-aging complex?
Okay, anti-aging complex. Everybody out there says anti-aging, negative aging. I remember when my mom was young, her friend, she goes, oh, at 35, I started counting backwards, and I'm thinking as a kid, so what happens when you get to like 12, when she's like 50? But anyway, so everybody wants to reduce the effects of aging in their life. And how do you do that at the end of the day? If you think of aging as loss of cells or a cellular degradation, that really is the issue. So as a man told me years ago, he goes, this life is not a game that we win in the sense that we live forever. It's a game of minimizing our losses. And I go, I like that. That's good. So, and this product is how you minimize your losses. And so what I really want to do is talk about some of the raw materials that are in here and how they function in the body, because you have pollution. We live here in Los Angeles. Virtually Los Angeles, in a lot of places, is like a petrochemical cesspool. I've been to China. China's horrible. I mean, it's terrible. And a lot of areas, there's pollution all around the world. Some places worse than others. So how do we deal with that? So this product, the first ingredient that we talk about is our glutathione. Glutathione is the king of antioxidants. There is nothing like glutathione out there. There are hundreds and hundreds of studies on glutathione. The problem with glutathione is it's what's known as a polypeptide, which means it's 3 amino acids that have been bonded together. It's cysteine, glycine, and glutamic acid bonded together, which form glutathione. Classic glutathione, when you consume it, it goes into the stomach acid, and those 3 component amino acids get broken apart. So you get 0 glutathione in the bloodstream. In the old days, you had to inject glutathione in order to get any in the bloodstream. Well, this company that actually makes another ingredient we carry called Mariva, they actually made a glutathione that actually holds together at a molecular level through the stomach acid into the bloodstream. This is the first and only glutathione that actually gets into the bloodstream as glutathione. That is crucial. I invite you to look on the internet at glutathione. You'll find all kinds of information on it. Also, we have our trans resveratrol in here, resveratrol. There are guys that say resveratrol turns off the aging gene. Again, nobody's going to live forever. But, hey, there was a 60 Minutes piece. They said, hey, it turns off the aging gene, whatever the heck that means. But anyway,
I saw that. Everyone reached out and bought a bunch of that.
And those guys, there were 2 guys, and they bought everything, all the IP, all the intellectual property from those guys in 60 Minutes. And I remember they sold the company for $750 million. I mean, it was crazy. But resveratrol is a great product. There's resveratrol that comes from grapes and resveratrol that comes from Japanese knotweed. We don't use the grape resveratrol because grapes are almost exclusively always heavily pesticided. So Japanese knotweed, you get away from that whole pesticide issue. We also have CoQ10 in here, Coenzyme Q10. Very important for heart health. Lots of studies, hundreds of studies on ischemic heart disease and all kinds of different heart issues with CoQ10. Very important as an antioxidant. We also have R-alpha lipoic acid in here. Now, a lot of people have heard of alpha lipoic acid. It recycles or repotentiates vitamin C and vitamin E in the body. The R-alpha lipoic is the most active form of the alpha lipoic, and it is quite a bit more expensive. But we put it in here because this product is so crucial for anti-aging. So this is part of our Essentials Elite package, which we'll talk about in other videos. But this is really foundational to anybody's program. I would say if you're 20 years old, this probably isn't a product you really need to be concerned about. By the time you get to your mid-30s, this is something you really want to consider. It has been said that the early signs of heart disease are death. And I always remember that, and I said, well...
I was waiting for a different... I was waiting for something else.
Yeah, no.
That's actually the real one, though. That's good.
And considering that, that's what some guys have said, but the early signs of heart disease are death, well, you really want to make sure you're not one of those people. So how do you do that? You do that by looking at a product and taking a product like this. So anyway, that's
you
it.
said it like you were going to deliver something nice.
Oh.
You're like, and then it was all death.
Sometimes you just gotta describe.
Yeah,
did I get your attention? Anyway,
All right.
Anyway,
Awesome.
that's the anti-aging complex.
That was great.